I didn't know what would happen.
I didn't have anywhere else to turn.
Very little support.
Couldn't believe it.
Our lives were impacted.
Help our neighbors.
I'm never going to forget.
I never expected.
Very nervous.
It took a lot of courage. I was so happy I became a safe family.
Open your home for a while. It will change you forever. We all experience change. Some say it's the only thing we can count on. We grow our families, we chase our dreams, we get older and hopefully a little wiser along the way. But for some of us, life has gotten tougher.
You know, I need this job, and I've lost other jobs before because I needed help with my kids.
It was scary at first to think about, but I didn't have anywhere else to turn. I thought about Dylan and what our future could be, and I thought that this would make it possible.
If God is blessing you in this season, maybe it's time to bless someone else. It's time for a change. The only way society works effectively is for us to work and live together as a community. But how do we do that? We no longer have strong social networks. Many of us run too fast to know our neighbors, much less someone in real need.
When I heard about Safe Families, I hesitated. I didn't think I would have time to become a part of Safe Families. But when I opened that door and I saw that little girl, I was so happy I became a safe family.
Everybody's circle got bigger with this adventure. Ours did, our friends, our small group, the neighborhood. So it just got to be a bigger circle for sure.
When you give of yourself to help these young kids in need, they'll dream bigger just because of you.
What families and neighbors used to do naturally now is handled by the government. But government programs can't do for people what the church was designed to do: change a life.
It was a risk at first, and I hesitated, but it was the best thing that I've ever done.
Well, I was really surprised by how much our lives were impacted by just opening up the door to these kids. You know, I'd really think that this is a great program, and anybody should be able to get involved with it.
When I asked my Safe family why they would even think about doing this, they just replied, "That's what Christians do."
Government programs rescue children in the worst situations, after there's been abuse or neglect. That's not a solution, it's a Band-Aid. Wouldn't it be better to help people before families get that far? Safe Families for Children is a program, a ministry, designed to do just that. Most of us are compassionate. We hate the problems in society, and we're willing to fight them. We just don't know how. Well, here's the how. Open the door to change. The act is simple: the opening of your front door to a child of a parent who has nowhere else to turn. Yes, your front door. You have to get involved. We don't want your money. We don't want to put you on a mailing list. We just want you. To connect you to someone who needs a little love, Jesus style. Feet in the dust kind of love. Anyone can do it. You can be single, married, a parent, grandparent, dwell in urban apartments, rural homes. There are no boundaries for hurting people. There should be no boundaries for loving hearts. All it takes is being willing to share. It's easy. It really is. A bit of your home, a bit of yourself. Come alongside someone you would never know and share the hardness of their journey for a time.
I was very nervous about taking this step, but it's the best step I've ever taken.
Can you imagine how badly you would have to be hurting to take this kind of a step? They're desperate, yet they're showing courage. Will you, to match them? 2 weeks, that's all it takes. Take a child in for 2 weeks and see what happens. Not tomorrow, not that's a good idea, not someday we should try that. Now, today, there's a woman who needs someone to watch her boy this very moment. A dad desperate to find a safe harbor for his child this week. But we need more safe families to meet the needs of our neighbors. Put your name on the line. Put your faith to work. You have been given a treasure. Don't bury it. Multiply it. The effects are powerful, life-changing, for both sides of the equation.
When Kelsey first came to my house, I didn't know what to expect, but now I can't wait for her to knock at my door.
Katie was a good mom, but she just had a really tough start.
And Randy was a good kid. He was just a lot of fun to have in the house and just do things with. And, you know, he took some adjustment at first, but he did really well.
This experience can be challenging, but the benefits far outweigh the challenge.
Sure, it's a bit awkward in the beginning. Meeting someone who's putting into your care a most precious child for a period of time is not something that happens every day. But it's amazing how quickly God can knit hearts together. This is the way it used to be, the way God intended. People doing simple things to meet the needs of those who've fallen on hard times, and we're convinced it can be this way again. And all you have to do is share your family for a while, set another chair at the table, make up another bed. Let a youngster bask in your blessing for a little while. You'll be amazed at what will happen. This little act of sharing in your home can change a life. It will change your life too. Open the door to change.